The abdominal examination is a fundamental medical examination that evaluates the abdomen in 5 well-defined steps. Students need to learn a lot of complex theoretical info, while simultaneously developing routine in the procedure. Classical textbooks do not provide optimal support, especially in the practical area, and there is often too little time for regular practice in the clinical routine. EATR is the first AR tool that guides students through the entire abdominal examination. Practical examination steps are practiced, as well as possible symptoms and findings, and other textbook content is taught. This allows for extensive self-study at the student's own pace and the development of an examination routine without the time pressure of clinical practice. Based on medical textbooks as well as in close cooperation with clinical partners, the entire process was iteratively summarized in a workflow overview. Required teaching content and possible AR ideas for implementation were developed together, and the content and implementation for EATR were defined in a program flowchart. The environment of EATR consists of a medical training phantom augmented by an AR phantom and the teaching content. A simple interface allows orientation in the application and in the process. Content is spatially mapped onto the body via pin indicators. In the examination process, the patient is first examined from the outside. Symptoms can be distributed over the entire body and be very diverse. The inspection is followed by the first physical examination, auscultation of the abdomen. It is important to listen long enough to be able to assess bowel sounds well. After listening, light tapping is used to identify points of pain as well as organ changes. It is very important to pay regular attention to the patient's facial expression to identify signs of pain. This is supported by gaze target, which requires the user to look at the patient's face at least once every 10 seconds, otherwise, a warning is displayed. This is also particularly important when palpating the abdomen. A deeper insight into the information gathered during percussion can be gained by palpating the abdomen. In addition, there are disease-specific pain points, for example, for appendicitis, which are explained and shown with derivation on the phantom. To evaluate the adequacy and usability of EATR, an exploratory user study with medical students and interviews with teaching clinicians were conducted. Results showed knowledge improvements and higher confidence, as well as good usability and high potential for medical school.